Hi team! In this video we're going to demonstrate a new process that enables sales, specifically channel sales, to create campaigns and then import lead lists in Salesforce against those campaigns. Once you log into Salesforce, from your home page, select the Campaigns tab at the top of your screen. If you don't see the Campaigns tab, click the All Tabs button, scroll down, and select Campaigns. From the Campaigns homepage, click New. Now for the campaign name, it's important we all follow the same naming convention per marketing to enable better reporting that keys off of the naming convention. To start, we'll type Amer to specify the Americas geo, underscore, then sales to specify that it's a sales campaign, and next the program name, followed by the time period. If your campaign leverages MDF, type underscore MDF, so marketing can include that in the ROI reporting as well. Once you've typed your campaign name, you want to complete all the other mandatory or relevant fields. Next, we'll select draft, the default's in progress, the associated start and end dates. We want to ensure that the active checkbox is selected. Filling out any other relevant fields along the way, but specifically in the campaign information area, we want to complete the objective, key message, any promotional activity, as well as any key messages and any campaign support material and campaign support material URL. Scrolling further down, any other relevant information around budget and ROI are also very helpful from a tracking perspective. Once we've completed the necessary fields, we click Save, and we've created our campaign. Next, we can move on to the importing of leads against this campaign. We'll go to the provided lead upload template. Which looks like an Excel document, looks and feels like an Excel document, but you'll notice the file extension is actually a CSV file. And Salesforce will only accept CSV files when we're doing our lead import. You'll see the necessary fields. We've completed the mandatory fields. Campaign name, which you'll notice is an ID, which will show you how to go and source from Salesforce. The first and last name, the company, title, phone number. Mobile phone number is optional. Email, we want to ensure that we capture. Lead origination, mandatory. Lead source, mandatory. Status, whether to route that lead, yes or no. Typically it's a default of no. We'll see address information where zip code is always mandatory, as well as country. Next we see, as we scroll to the right, lead owner is optional. You'll notice this is also an alphanumeric string that will show you how to source from Salesforce as well. And lastly, whether a contact is requested. Now, as we mentioned, the lead owner, which is an 18-character ID, as well as campaign name, can be found inside of Salesforce. We'll go into the reporting tab, and there's two reports. You'll see there's one named user ID report and the other named campaign ID. First, let's go and pull our newly created campaign, which we named Sales Program Q316 MDF. It's sorted in by create date, so the most recently created campaign will always be at the top. I'm going to copy the campaign ID and I'm going to pull it into my lead load template. Paste. Next, if I want to assign a lead owner, this could be an inside sales rep, it could be a sales rep, it could be yourself. We're going to go back into Salesforce and run the user ID report. And say I want to sort, this is America's sales, I want to sort by last name, or you could sort by role or region. I'm going to select Jonathan Garcia. We'll see Jonathan's name, and I'm going to copy his 18-character ID and put it into my lead load template. Now that all of the required and optional fields are complete in our template, I'm going to save it. And I'm going to go back into Salesforce. Now to import our completed lead load template, I'm going to go to the upper right-hand section of any Salesforce page. I'm going to select the drop-down of your name and click Setup. From the Setup page, I'm going to navigate to Data Management, and I'm going to select Data Import Wizard. From the Data Import Wizard page, I'm going to click Launch Wizard. From the Import Wizard page, I'm going to select Leads. And you'll see now I've got three options in the middle of the page. I'm prompted to either add new records, update existing records, or do both by add and update existing records. Add new records is really importing leads that you don't expect already exist in the leads database. Updating existing records, I know those leads already exist in the lead database. And third, it's a combination of both. The third option is a great option because it allows a dedupe check as part of the lead import process. So I'm going to select Add New and Update Existing Records. And for those leads that may or may not already exist, Salesforce is going to check to see if they do, and we're going to ask Salesforce to check if they exist already based on email address. And if it doesn't find the leads in my template in Salesforce as matched by email, it will create those records for me. So it's a great efficiency if part of our existing process is to do a dedupe search first. Now Salesforce does that for us by trying to match existing records based on email. So once we've selected that, we're going to drag and drop our lead load template onto this page. I've selected our template that we just saved, and I'm going to drop it into the box on the right-hand side. You'll see it recognizes our CSV file, and we select Next. On the Edit Mapping page, Salesforce is looking at the existing fields in the lead table, and it's matching against our file. And by matching, we know that Salesforce will populate those fields accordingly. If it doesn't find a match, say we introduce a new column and it can't find it based on our spelling, or maybe it doesn't exist at all, we'll be prompted here that it's an unmapped field and it'll be in red font. So by scrolling up and down, I don't see any red font, and I'm going to proceed to the next step. Click Next. Salesforce is telling me how many fields were mapped, and we can start an import. We're prompted with a congratulations, the import has started, and we click OK. Lastly, we'll get a confirmation email from Salesforce telling us once the leads have been imported into the database. This can take anywhere from a few seconds to several minutes depending on the size of our upload file. And to show you an example of that file or that email that we get from Salesforce, it will look something like this: number of leads created and or updated. And that's campaign creation and lead uploading. Any questions, please reach out to sales operations, and good luck.